What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to give you a quick rundown of everything I've done on the E46 in the past couple weeks. I haven't really filmed any of the work because I've just been working by myself, and my wife's actually been helping me. But I've just been kind of in a group. Just things were flowing, and it's tough to pull out a camera and stop what you're doing and film it. So I've just been kind of grinding, and I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of everything that I have accomplished in the past couple weeks. I think it's a pretty big update, but at the same time, it's not that much stuff. We're still missing a ton of parts. But we'll start at the front and move back. So the first thing is the Chase Bays brake booster delete, the dual piston, 12-to-1 ratio brake booster delete. So I've got my lines roughly ran in the front. We've got this one goes to the back of the car and passes through our inline handbrake. This piece is really neat, and I'll show you guys on the other side. I had to get a E46, I think it's an E36 brake pedal. It's in there, it might be a little dark, but that's installed, and it's got a rod that meets the back of the master from the Chase Bays part, and I'm gonna kind of bench bleed it in the car before we try to bleed the whole system. I'm not quite there yet, and I'll explain more about that in a minute. But driver's seat is in, if you want to show that. The driver's seat is in, and this is where it will be. This is my spot. Got our hold fast wheel in here, and the handbrake is bolted in. So those are two big things. Back to the front, I had opted for a 5x114 brake kit, and Part Shop Max made the adapter, and Power Stop made the caliper and the rotor. So these still need to be drilled in the front, but I think the calipers look so sick. Look so sick. Super excited. Yeah. Shout out Power Stop. They look great. On this side, same thing. Power Stop, that's on. We've been working on trying to fit the passenger seat to the liking of my wife, because she's the one who will spend majority of the time in this seat, and of course you guys. But this isn't quite finalized yet, but it's really close. The majority of the work that we've done in the past couple weeks is in the back of the car, so we can kind of start right here. Our firewall is in, and look how sick it is. I masked off the coffin and the nail, and then I used Steel It to paint the firewall, and it looks great. We've got our brake lines down here, our T for our rear calipers, going through some rubber grommets in the firewall. And yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. And if we kind of rotate around, here's the back. And this took a ton of work, but the firewall is secured, our window is in. This was originally going to be a full window, so you can actually see the rib nuts in the trim piece here. But couple things. One, I think I'm going to put the radiator in the back of the car. I'm not entirely sure yet, but there is a possibility. I scratched my firewall. Good thing about this is it's painted with Steel It, so I can just never now. So if the radiator does go in the back of the car, we need a way for all the hot air to escape. This is perfect. Also, anything that happens with the fuel cell or a shock adjustment, and also just showing off the sick ass firewall that RiseFab made. We decided just to cut the window. So I'm not exactly sure what the plan from basically here back is yet, other than we know we're going to run the 2F LFC. But yeah, I think this looks great. I'm not mad about it. The full window would have been cool, because it would look more like a normal street car. But this just looks way too good to cover up, you know what I mean? So I've got to do a little bit of sanding on this window, make it look perfect. We're also going to add some weather tape underneath so it doesn't leak. We used a gold accent. These are Collab Garage, like fender washers. NRG makes some too, very similar. But we got the gold there. We got the gold on our remote fill for the fuel cell. We've got the fuel lab, QSST in gold. And then under the car, oh yeah, I did some shit under the car. Under the car, I pressure washed it, scrubbed it, and used Steel It and painted the entire underside of the car. You go ahead and show.
Okay.
I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, not really. I mean, you could see like here.
Well, let me get a light.
Oh,
So show like up in here.
Yeah.
And then, let me see the camera. I can maybe. So the whole underside of the car is painted now using Steel It. Shout out Steel It. But yeah, we got the gold PBM arms. We got gold PBM bushings, gold BC stuff. I mean, go for gold, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You look good in this light. Mm-hmm. Will you hold this? The light?
The light?
Yeah. So, oh, the other thing was, we had to do an axle swap on the, I can't remember which side it was, but basically one of the boot, like not the boot, but like the sheet metal like cup that the boot attaches to was cracked. And so we replaced that whole axle. We've also got power stop M3 calipers in the back with our full chase bays line kit. That kind of goes together with the brake booster delete. It was really cool because I got the brake booster delete, the line kit for the front, the lines all the way to the handbrake, and then the lines in the T all the way back to the caliper. So hit up chase bays. It's perfect. I see no reason for a dual caliper setup, so you can save some money doing it this way as well. We've got our shocks bolted in, our springs set in the bucket. Everything's tight other than the lower control arm because this thing will have to get aligned. Got our Part Shop Max rear shock tower support thing that ties in with the subframe. We've got it tied in with the fuel cell as well. This fuel cell will come out and this will get painted. But it looks so good. Got our Koenigs, Acceleras, 265, 35, 18, 651 Sport, great tire. Sounded like an ad, kind of. But yeah, everything looks great. I'm really happy. I feel like this is a pretty big update compared to what you guys saw last time. But there's still, I mean, there's still a lot to do. It's really not that much. It's just like money. I can light the inside so you can see it a little bit better. Hold this light right there, bud. Yeah, check that out. Now you can see it better. But that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed the little sequence at the beginning of this video. The beauty shots of all this hard work and time that I've invested into this car. My goal for this thing is just to really make it like the best car that I've had yet, you know. It may not have a dog box. It may not have a crazy high horsepower engine, but overall I just want the car itself to be the best car. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing it in my garage too. Just like all of you in your garage. Oh, here's something new we can share. If you guys remember back to the S14 days, ISR Performance and Juka Racing were a huge partner for me that really made everything that I did possible with that car and getting it done so fast. And though they don't make a ton of stuff for the E46 yet, it's coming, they're working on it, but I did need an intake manifold, so we've got an intake for the motor, which is exciting. That's just one more part to knock off the list here. Our big expenses right now that we really need to take care of are a transmission. I think I'm going to run the TKX Tremec, and we need a swap kit to put the LS in the car, and I haven't decided which one I'm going to run yet, so that's still kind of in the air. And regardless, if I decide which one it is, it's a ton of money, so I'll just wait and figure it out. But this is my update for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, especially the beauty shots at the beginning. I worked really hard on those for you all. But yeah, just check back. I'll try to make some more videos and be more consistent, and maybe even film the process of working on the car, because I know that you guys love seeing that kind of stuff. I'm just not bad, or I'm bad at it. I'm not good at it. And I don't always have Skylar to hold the camera for me. So thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Peace.